Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Microsoft has updated their terms of service, and I want to focus on the code of conduct and the terms of service section of the privacy policy. And it makes a connection to what I said about, keep your personal talk, um, the personal talk needs to stop and stuff. That's one thing video game companies are not going to be liking. I'm glad Microsoft wants to make it very clear that the people who violate Microsoft's code of conduct when it comes to using their services and using a Microsoft account, that they can't just do whatever they want when it comes to using a Microsoft account for getting Microsoft services online. There are rules that you have to follow, and I want to go over those rules. And this comes right out of Microsoft's code of conduct. Number one is don't engage in any kind of inappropriate activity. What I mean by that is, um, you know, um, being disturbing toward, minors, or, making, making people feel, like, very uncomfortable online, and, uh, sending spam, or, it's being the absolute worst that you could be when engaging others online. This is important because online, when you're using, when you agree to a when you agree to use a company's services, you have to play by their rules, what they say. So it's similar to Miiverse. You know how when you had Miiverse, they were shut down back in 2017, but what they had was do not share your friend code publicly online or you will end up getting 3 strikes, and then you would end up being banned from using the Miiverse service again. Well, it's very similar to that. You could share their friend codes um, with your friends, but you couldn't do it publicly. Because I don't want people to feel, uncomfortable when using Miiverse. Well, Nintendo didn't want anybody feeling uncomfortable on Miiverse, but this is Microsoft we're talking about. Excuse me. If you're using Microsoft services online, you have to go by what the code of conduct says. If you don't want your Microsoft account being suspended, or you don't want to stop getting Microsoft services, um, you have to play by the rules. And that is, you should not be begging for money from other people. You should not be engaging in, you, sh- you should not be spamming. You should not be sending people um, very discomforting posts. And most importantly, you need to keep your mouth shut about personal business. If you do this on, if you were making something very disturbing on Minecraft, they would suspend your service. And I'm not joking when I'm saying this, because the more the video game industry expands, the more that these terms of services are going to be updated by these companies. Oh, I also want to mention misinformation and that stuff. You know, talking about the elections and that stuff. Being having the Republican and Democratic talk on there about voting system, all that other stuff. Yeah, that is also going to get that'll also get you in trouble with Microsoft, and they can suspend your Microsoft account. The point that I am making is you do something that violates Microsoft's terms of service through the code of conduct. Guess what? No more services for you, buddy. No more services. If you can't play by Microsoft's rules on their terms of service. It's better that you not agree to those terms of services by Microsoft. If you can't obey what they say you are not supposed to do and that stuff, you should not deserve to have a Microsoft account at all. I also want to say the same thing for Nintendo, but Nintendo's terms of services haven't been really updated. All they've really pretty much cracked it down on was hacking, modding, and especially on Animal Crossing New Horizons, um, disturbing designs. But other than that, the personal talk and all that other stuff, yeah, anybody can pretty much get off scot-free, doing that stuff. Excuse me, but the personal talk, you can get off scot-free with Nintendo on that. They don't care about that. And Microsoft is a big company, so of course they would probably care about what you do online. I should also mention that when you get your Microsoft account suspended, it means you won't be able to participate in Xbox Game Pass, that stuff. I'm sorry, but when you have the Microsoft or the Xbox Game Pass to get free games or get deals, offers, and that stuff. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, you're gonna get those privileges taken away from you by Microsoft. You, like I said, you can't play by the rules when it comes to, um, respecting what the code of conduct says. That they tell you don't engage in this kind of activity and that stuff. And you get your Microsoft account banned, that stuff. It's no more Xbox Game Pass. No more services from Microsoft, and that includes Windows. And don't don't say that I didn't warn you. Don't say that if you have gotten banned from Microsoft for violating the privacy policy on the code of conduct section. Um, don't blame me. That is your choice. You decide to go violate the code of conduct. That's not my problem. And certainly, you're gonna possibly wonder, uh, well, why am I banned? Why is my Microsoft account suspended from me and that stuff? Well, it's not like people who refer back this video and they find me talking about this and that stuff and mentioning some of the stuff not to do when you agree to Microsoft Terms of Services. Yeah, I'm making this video to be warning people, and people can't just, come back and watch this video and say that I didn't warn you. When your Microsoft account gets banned and you can't participate in, Xbox deals or, Windows services and that stuff. Don't say I didn't warn you in this video, because they will start taking action on you. You don't want to play by their code of conduct rules and privacy policy. Don't say I did not even mention this to you. And they also collect your data. I should also put that in mind too. So, yeah, this is something to really, this is the kind of video that people should be watching here, because this is pretty important. When you play games online, it's a privilege here, not a right, like social media and that stuff. Like to say whatever you want, whenever you want. It's not the same thing like that. Yeah, it can be upsetting when you see this on social media, but it's more upsetting and depressing when you experience it online in video games and that stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what we said here, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, Charles Morse. And I will see you all later. Have a good day, and remember, be sure to obey the code of conduct ruled by Microsoft when you sign into the terms of services. Have a good day.